Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, happy November 2nd. Let's make the Energize together, shall we? Good morning. How are you this morning? How are you doing this morning? You know what, I'm actually gonna change out my cup. I had this other one. We're gonna use this one. I think it's a little bit bigger, so good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you doing this morning? Good morning. We're going to talk this morning about, we are going to talk about the podcast this morning. We are going to talk about how we did yesterday with some of those tips that I shared. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Basically, Bailey's best. What is your name? Is it Bailey? Could your Instagram handle just be that so that I could call you by your name and we have a real conversation? Basically, Bailey's best. Good morning. Lauren Coleman, I feel like I haven't seen you forever. Where have you been? Good morning. Good morning, stranger. Angie, good morning. Is everyone making their Energize this morning? I'm excited for this Energize this morning. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it every morning. Like this is what it's like a treat, you know? Like you wake up, I drank one of these in the bathroom upstairs after I got up and I was getting ready. So I've already put about 33 ounces of water in my body. So let's talk about that. Good morning, good morning. Let's talk about how we did yesterday with some of the stuff that we talked about, which number one on the list that we talked about yesterday was sort of post-Halloween habits that we can implement to, you know, navigate maybe a sugar crash. It also were habits to navigate post-travel. And number one on that list was hydration. Hydration. Good morning, Haley. Good morning. So, Haley, I'm glad you brought that up. So, Instagram has a new feature, and I think it's amazing. Well, mostly. 90% of it, I think it's amazing. And the new feature is scheduling a live. So, you can schedule an Instagram live, and then you can make that a post and people can see that they can actually click a reminder for the Instagram live. So Feb Mama 2, no, you may not be in my video. No. Please don't send requests to be in my video. We'll talk about who could be in my video in a minute. So Instagram Live it's a new feature. I can schedule the Instagram Live the next day or as far out as we want. So I could schedule an Instagram Live up to 90 days from today. Isn't that cool? So you can make it a post on your feed, and then if I'm looking at someone's feed, I can click reminder, and then I get a reminder that it's starting and that it's happening and all that, which I think it's amazing. So rather than just relying on someone's stories, there's actually now a feed post, there's a reminder button. I always put it in my stories, like all things. I think it's fantastic. The one piece I don't love about it is that it has to be more than 12 hours out. So I can't, let's say at 9 p.m. at night, decide to do an Instagram Live the next morning at 6:30 a.m. and schedule it. I can do it, we can do whatever we want, but I can't schedule it. Does that make sense? So here's a little trick. I'm gonna work really hard to always schedule my Instagram Lives, and that way you can hit a reminder and then we can hang out together. You'll always know. So rather than just sort of hope or wish or wonder, hopefully I will always remember to do a schedule, and then you can hit that reminder, and then we can always hang out and do our Energize together. Cool? So I think it's oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I've had this for a while. I love it so much. I mean, I had it made for me. Actually, I think I've had it since last January. I love it so much. It's kind of my mantra. So I just love the Instagram Live schedule features so much, because then then we know, like we know that we get to hang out together in the morning, and it's not sort of happenstance. It's much more planned, which I like. I mean, I've been making Energize every morning for a long time. I don't want to make it by myself anymore. I like making it with you. So, okay, so here's my Energize. This is lemon and fruit punch mixed together. Kim, she's got a sweatshirt that looks like this too. Yeah, actually I had this made last January, and then I gifted it to some of my coaches. So it's kind of a special gift. And I have one, do you know I have a white one? Actually, you know what? I should probably get some updated merch that says this, but I have a white one that says make the Energize do the thing, So, okay, and then here's my collagen. I put collagen in every morning, and this collagen has vitamin C in it, which I think is just particularly important in our immune. And then I always add vitamin C. Now, listen. I add this vitamin C because it's got a little bit of fizz to it, and it just makes my Energize pop, like rah. It's what makes it rah, so good. Make that noise, rah, so good. And that's why, and I always do the raspberry. You mix it. I don't know what peach skinny syrup is. I hope it tastes I hope it tastes good. I would love if they had different branding than skinny syrup. Skinny's out, strong's in, healthy's in, fit's in, skinny aren't. So I don't know what that is, but whatever tastes good to you, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. People are so funny. I get comments every single morning. Like, what are you putting in your Energize? Like the concept of adding something else to Energize was so like fresh and new. I'm like, really? Like I drink all the things. I like all the things. So the next last step is the frother. How many of you have a frother? And then we add all the ice, like as much ice as I possibly can. And that's how I make my Energize every single morning. And it's so stinking good. It's one of the reasons why I wake up so easily every morning. And I also have big goals. I'm dreaming big. I'm working hard. I got big goals for my life. Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff that we talked about yesterday. We talked about hydration. So tell me in the comments. Oh, Victoria, drink Energize and then I add a packet to your hydrate and drink it during. Oh, so you mix Energize and hydrate. I have heard of that. I don't love hydrate. I don't. And it's only because I think it works. See, that's so interesting. Why? Why have we never thought about adding hydrate? Why? Isn't that so interesting? That's another reason why community is so important, because we think also, I'm loving all these comments. See, this is why I do it live, because then I'm not by myself in the morning. Why don't we think of like adding other things? But that's part of being part of a community, right? Because we get all these amazing ideas. Okay, how was the hydration yesterday? Because that's one key that we talked about yesterday, post-Halloween and also post-travel, is hydration. Did you hydrate? So, that's funny. Lots of people mix their Energize and their hydrate all the time. I don't love hydrate. I don't know why. It doesn't settle very well with my stomach, and that's just because I have a very sensitive stomach. How am I this peppy? Because I got big goals. Because my life is dope. Because I'm creating it on purpose with purpose. So I'm excited to get up in the morning because my life is dope. And I'm making it even doper every single morning. I freaking love my life because I'm creating on purpose. So I'm very excited when I get up in the morning. Best moment of the morning, right there. Like literally, it's the best moment of the morning. Also, did you know? Nice. Yeah, I love all these recipes. A lot of people adding hydrate. You know what? I wonder if I would like hydrate more if it was like a berry flavor instead of the flavor. But I also It also doesn't, my stomach's super sensitive. Like there are some days when I can only eat like saltines. I'm not making that up. It's just weird. It's just weird. I have a very sensitive stomach. It's one of the reasons why I drink a lot of collagen, because I'm working really hard to heal some of my stuff, and the collagen really, really helps. So I do use Beachbody's collagen. However, I use other collagen that has more properties to it, like this one with vitamin C. I also have a collagen that is specifically for gut health. It's not a great word to say, is it? Gut? There needs to be a prettier word than gut. But I also use a collagen for gut health, and I also have another collagen that helps like with joints, and I'll put that in my Shakeology. So I use a couple different kinds, and they all have some specific uses, benefits, and I think that has really been helping my digestive issues. More collagen, more collagen, more collagen. It's Ancient Nutritions is the kind that I use. So a lot of times I will travel with the Beachbody collagen tub because it's small. Past weekend when we were in New York, I did travel with Ancient Nutrition Vitamin C. I just wanted to make sure that I had extra immunity. But Ancient Nutrition is the brand that I'm loving right now, because I love all the extra properties and features and benefits. I want more for my gut health. So, and that's really what they specialize in when they do. Ancient Nutrition is the brand that I use, and I really love it. More collagen, the better for me. You got to find what works for you, but it's what's been working for me. It's been working to help heal my gut. And if we need a better word than gut. That's such a heinous word. And it has really helped my knee feel better. It's just tons of benefits. So more collagen, the better. So I put it in everything. It goes in my Energize, it goes in my shake. When I make a bevy, I don't have a bevy down here. Yes, I do. When I make a bevy, sometimes I'll add some collagen to that too. And there's a lot of healing that needs to happen down there for a lot of different reasons. I was not good with dairy growing up, but nobody knew that. I mean, your parents, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. And they were told, well, you got to give your child milk, and you got to give them whole milk, and you got to do all the things. And dairy did not settle well with me, but nobody knew. And so I think I've got issues from that. I also have, this is a lot of information this early in the morning, but I also have a colon that doesn't work very well. So that just presents a lot of gut health issues. And as I've gotten older, as I've taken agency over my own health, as I've surrounded myself with an incredible community of people who are on a mission to live their healthiest life too, I've just learned more and more and more. And that's the key. Your body is your best experiment. I think about, even in terms of working out, I used to work out. It's almost embarrassing to tell you how much I used to work out. And then I wondered, why was I so often injured? Or I couldn't lose weight, or my gut wasn't working, or whatever. Because I would teach, and some of this is just like paying your dues as a group exercise instructor and building that, that was the path that I was following, and you're building that. And sometimes you just got to pay your dues and do the things that you wouldn't maybe do now. But I would teach like 12 classes a week. I also had a personal trainer. I also ran half marathons. I was a master trainer, so I was also doing trainings on the weekends and training other instructors. So think of if you're familiar with the format Turbo Kick, just think of kickboxing, but doing it like 10 hours on a Saturday. I mean, it was so over the top ridiculous. And it just is no wonder why there's some healing that has to happen from those years when I wasn't as educated, I wasn't taking as much ownership, I wasn't surrounding myself necessarily with people, and also some of it was just that was the thought process then, that was what we thought we were supposed to be doing. And once you know better, you do better. Period. Once you know better, you do better. Once you know better, there's no more excuse or reason to not do better. Then that just becomes a choice. And what you're not changing, you're choosing. So if I was still teaching all those classes, or still running all that, or all that kind of stuff, like I was, and wondering why I didn't feel good or I had interest, like, once you know better, you do better. So great question, Jen. So now I work out. Okay, so I'm a huge, as I said yesterday, fitness is like my drug. Fitness is my jam. It really is. It's my drug. I love it. I believe to my bone. Fitness is where you change your life. Fitness is transformative. Working out is where you will change your life. It's not just a workout, it really is life. Movement is meditation. I believe sweat is magic. I really believe that. Everything from personal experience to watching, to training other people, to watching my coaches, everything is better on the other side of a workout. I believe that to my bone. However, one does not need to teach 12 or 15 classes and run a half marathon and have a personal trainer and do training something like, no, that's overboard. So now I work out probably, like today I'm going to do a 45-minute Soul Cycle class streaming live, and I'm going to do a body workout, Beachbody On Demand interactive workout. So that'll be about an hour and a half, not quite much. And I might add something else in there. I do probably about an hour and a half-ish a day. Probably about an hour and a half-ish a day. Now, if it was warm out, I would also walk, because the power of walking in your life for physical and mental health cannot be overstated. The power of taking a walk every single day. And I talked about this yesterday. Was it on here, or was it? I did a lot of calls yesterday, and I might have talked about it yesterday on a call. I came back from Florida when we took our trip to Florida a few weeks ago, and came back, and the weather turned, and it was cold, really, really, really cold. And I hadn't been able to get outside, and I can really tell a difference in my mood when I can't get outside and take a walk. Walks are transformative. If you do nothing else, take a walk. I think, Haley, that people believe rest days mean lay around and do nothing. And the answer to that question would be no. I don't lay around and do nothing. However, I think we're misinterpreting the overall scope of your workouts. Here's what I believe. You believe what you believe. Here's what I believe. Number one, I believe people do not push themselves hard enough in their workouts. Number one, people do not push themselves hard enough in their workouts. I believe most people, get ready. You ready for some Tuesday Truth Love? I believe most people half-ass their workouts and call it a day. That's what I do believe that a lot of people half-ass their workouts and call it a day and check off the box and say, well, I worked out. And they pick up the 5-pound weight when they could pick up the 10. They stop before the set is over. They don't push themselves hard. I believe that. Because I also believe that when you push yourself to that point and hands on your legs, gasping for breath, and you stand up and you roll your shoulders back and you move back into your workout, you've just proven to yourself how freaking strong you are in every other part of your life. I believe most people do not push themselves hard enough in their workouts. And then they take a rest day, well, I'm just going to do nothing. Our bodies are meant to move. We're meant to move. We're an animal that's meant to move. So do I take a rest day where I do nothing? No, I do not. Because on any given day, the scope of my workout week includes a lot of low impact, almost all low impact. I don't jump anymore. So I'm on the bike 4 or 5 times a week for my high intensity cardio because it's low impact. I was on the bike yesterday. I'll be on the bike today, tomorrow, Thursday, probably Saturday. I'm on the bike 4 or 5 times a week. The bike is the best tool to get your high intensity interval training with no impact. So I'm on the bike a lot. So now I'm taking care of my joints. I hear my husband's alarm. He always hits snooze, so we have some time. So I'm on the bike a lot. I strength train a lot. Women need to strength train more than what they think they do. We just do, especially as we get older. I do a lot of yoga and flexibility training. I did this amazing workout yesterday on Beachbody On Demand Interactive with Vetus, and it was literally a 30-minute flexibility training workout. Oh my God, it was so good. And I did it before my 60-minute bike boot camp, and my bike boot camp was so much better because I'd done that flexibility training before. So those are the pieces, and then I walk. I try to walk as much as I possibly can. And the more active I am, the better I feel. The more I walk, honestly, the better my body feels, the better my body functions. And so when it gets cold and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna, when it's in the 40s, it's really, really hard for me to go outside because I hate being cold. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. One of the things I'm going to do is leave Indiana and move to Florida. However, walking, I think it's underrated. So I don't take let me just lay on the couch and do nothing kind of day. That I don't think that serves my body. My body, like your body, is meant to move, and we need to move. I think we need to push hard, make your workouts hard, so that the rest of your day feels easy and smooth and in flow. And when you make your workouts hard, you prove to yourself just how freaking strong you are. I promise you, it goes over into every other piece of your life. The first time I did Shaun T's workout in Sandy Max 30 and I proved to myself that I could actually do that stuff, it changed everything in my life. Changed everything. I just don't think we work out hard enough. I don't think we push ourselves hard enough. We're capable so much more than what we do. So, Haley, are you sore? I'm just curious. Why does it matter if I'm sore? Are you sore? Are you doing flexibility training? Are you doing yoga? Are you taking collagen? What's your workout routine? The thing that we have to really step into, the thing we have to take agency on, is what's going to work for us. What's going to work for us? What results do we want? I know how I want to feel. I know how I want to function. I've learned through a lot of exploration, what gets me to the results that I want, and I'm constantly on a quest to learn more and to do better. Because once you know better, you do better, right? So, if you're always sore, I think that you need to probably take more collagen. I think you need to look at your nutrition. I think you need to look at your hydration, and I think you need to look at your stretching and yoga, because all those things are in your control, And once you know better, you do better. Once you know better, you do better. So, okay, I'm going to touch on the bike really super quick because my bike comes this week. So as you probably know, because we're friends, like you my people, that's why we're up at 6:30 in the morning making the Energize and doing the thing, because we're in the same, we're vibing, right? I have a Peloton bike. I've had it since 2017. I have a SoulCycle bike. I've had that since about that last, so I've had it a year and a half, because SoulCycle is my jam. And my mixed bike comes on Thursday. Clearly, I believe strongly in the power of the bike. I believe strongly in the power of group fitness. And last night, Jennifer Jacobs, a new trainer on Beachbody On Demand Interactive, taught the first her live first class cycle on Beachbody On Demand Interactive. And what's so cool about this platform is that last word, interaction, the interactive part. Watching this, it felt like when I would teach class, like looking out in the audience and making corrections and connecting with people live, and the ability to do that. It's really quite amazing. I encourage you, if you don't have a bike, to look really hard at getting one, because it will change how you work out. I don't know what your name is. Shawsome Fit Mom. I don't know what your name is. Is your name Shawsome? Shawsome? Is that your name? Shawsome. I need to know what your name is so I can call you by name and have an actual conversation with you. However, to your point, Correct. The more you move, the more water you drink, the cleaner you eat, the better. Everything is just works better because our bodies, they know what to do. We just clog them up with crap, like we don't move enough. We watch too much TV. We sit too much. Sitting's the new smoking. Stop sitting. And we clog them up, and then they can't function. And we wonder why they can't function. It's because we're not taking care of them. This is, it's funny. We have a new program coming out next month. Actually, this month, we've got some samples coming out called Job One. And I have found myself just using that term even more. Taking care of this is Job One. It's Nicole, and your Instagram handle is Shawsome Fit Mom. Nicole, I need you to change your Instagram handle right now so that when you come on here, you and I can have a conversation. I need to know who I'm talking to. And if I saw you on the street, Nicole, I would not say, hey, Shawsome Fit Mom. I would want to say your name just like you'd want to say mine. So I need you to put your name in your Instagram handle so that we can have an actual real conversation. But I've been using that term a lot, Job One, like taking care of us. And I don't just mean physically, I mean mentally. That's our Job One. That's it. And what's so cool is what we do physically affects how we feel mentally. That's why walks are so important, why hydration is so important, why good, clean nutrition is so important, why taking care of yourself physically affects how you feel mentally. Like I even see it in my husband when during the season and he gets off on his nutrition and he comes home and he's like, "Rah," and I'm like, yeah, because you didn't eat. Of course you're hangry, or you're not hydrated. So of course you're off today, or you didn't move your body today except for being on the practice field. No. So all of those pieces, they affect everything in our life. And yesterday again, we talked about the hydration. We talked about vegging it up. I said, veg it up. In fact, I think today might be World Vegan Day, but veg it up. And we talked about working out. Once you know better, you do better. So if you are interested in trying Beachbody On Demand Interactive, message me. I can get you a day pass, which is super fun. I used to do day passes all the time. People would always say to me, can I come to your Thursday Turbo Kit class at the Y? I'm like, we can get you a day pass. So if you want to try Beachbody On Demand Interactive, message me. We can get you a day pass. How cool is that? And, if you've got more questions about Collagen or Energize or anything, just message me and I'll do my best to answer them. And I want you to take this away today on this Tuesday, that once you know better, you do better. Once you know that hydration and better eating and stretching and all that will help you, you do better. And you start to incorporate it in ways that work for you. And once you know better, that you don't have to work out for 6 hours a day, you do better. Once you know better, that writing some goals and gratitude down, in fact, we're going to pull a card right now. Writing some goals and gratitude down sets a tone for your morning, sets a tone for your day. Once you know better, you do better. Once you know better, you do better. Take that into your day, take that into your life, because I believe that you are so smart and you are so strong, and you likely don't give yourself enough credit, especially if you're a female. You likely don't give yourself enough credit. You are smarter than you think you are. And you know what you need to know. You already know what you need to know. You just got to do it. Because once you know better, you do better. We only got one shot at this life. I get up excited for this life because I only have one shot at it. I don't get this day back. I don't get yesterday back. I don't get Sunday back. I don't get any of that back. And I'm not going to get up and be negative and be drained and not have any. I'm going to get up every single day and create this life on purpose with purpose, because I only get one shot at it. And any energy spent doing anything less than what I'm capable of, doing anything less than what you're capable of, that's wasted energy. We don't get that back. Here is our card today. I am humble. I make a difference more than I declare my importance. That's good. That's good. We'll do one more from this other deck that I love so much, and then you and I are going to go about our day. These are called Affirmations to guide your journey. And here we go. Many things will be okay eventually. but not everything will be. Sometimes you'll put up a good fight and lose. Sometimes you'll hold on really hard and realize there is no choice but to let go. Acceptance is a small, quiet room. Cheryl Strayed, she wrote, why can't I say the book? It was a Reese Witherspoon book club, Musing. That's life. It's messy and raw and beautiful, and it's yours for the taking. Are you kidding me that I just said that? And this is the card that we just pulled. That's life. It's messy and raw and beautiful, and it's yours for the taking. Many of us will go through unbearable pain, and we will all lose people we love. We all have our heart broken. There is power and liberation to be found in acceptance. Lean in and grab yours. Here's your affirmation for today. Today, I will accept whatever the present moment contains as if I had chosen it. Lean in and take it. Lean in and take it. Your life's yours for the taking. That is so good. That is so good. I'm going to put a little caveat on that. Your life is yours for the creating. So let's go create it today. Happy Tuesday. Drink Energize. Go do the thing. Make it a great day.